Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning. Thank you. We are honored to welcome you here, and I am very beholden to His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Pakistan to Canada, the Consul General, Excellency, other diplomats, dignitaries, and to keep all of you the truth to honoring us with your presence. Thank you very much. My deepest gratitude to our presenting sponsor, BDC. Your support over the years has not only elevated this conference, but has also fortified our ecosystem. Thank you, BDC, for enabling dreams. To our speakers and panelists, thank you for lending your voices, your stories, and your insights. Your time here is a gift to all of us. Thank you. To our young volunteers that you see going around, they are the heartbeat of today. So to them I say, let it pulsate, but keep a hold over it. To the organizing committee, comprising the usual suspects for selflessness, the inimitable Shahan Farooq, Admirable Naveed Hedri, and AJ, and our new altruists, Omar Hamid and Shayan Mehdi. Guys, never mind the headline. You authored the story of today. Thank you very much. To our board, Dr. Nasir, Dr. Rana, and Yusuf Sandila, thanks for your presence at the helm of this organization and your stellar governance throughout the year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so Open Toronto is not just an amalgam of business leaders. Open Toronto is a community of builders like you, of thinkers, of doers, of entrepreneurs like you who don't just anticipate the future, they shape it. And that is what today is about, shaping the future. As I discuss what today is about, I have a confession. Our theme, the enterprise of tomorrow, what will you build, feels almost dangerous. Because it's not a comfortable question. This is the type of question that keeps founders awake at 3 a.m. in equal parts terror and thrill. But that's why we chose it. The companies of yesterday are not the giants of today. And the builders of today will shape the landscape of tomorrow. And that's why we are asking you today, what will you build? That's what the day is about. Last month in Halifax, at a conference, I met with two founders. Founder one runs a profitable e-commerce company, steady growth, solid, stable. The second person is a Canadian health tech founder building an AI platform for dementia care. Revenue minus $1 million, impact immeasurable. So as is my wont, I asked the first person about the future. And he spoke about optimizing his supply chain. All great ideas. But then I asked the second person when I got a chance, and she looked at me. She leaned forward. She said, we are going to change how humanity ages. Then it dawned on me that that is the fork in the road. You can tweak the present, or you can invent the future. So the enterprise of tomorrow that we are talking about will not be built by those who ask, how can we do it better? But by those who demand, why are we still doing it this way at all? But in order to build the enterprise of tomorrow,
we have to set aside some of the past notions. We have to unlearn before we learn. For example, first mover advantage. Now tell that to Blockbuster, tell that to WeWork, tell that to BlackBerry. The trophy doesn't always go to the one first to move, but to the one who gets it right. Canada's #1 tech firm, Shopify, waited for a long time perfecting its e-commerce tools after the dot-com crash. Similarly, Apple didn't build the first MP3 player. Facebook wasn't the first social network. So the enterprise of tomorrow doesn't rush. It observes, adapts, and then strikes when the market is ready. Another myth. You need a 10-year plan, 10, 15, 20, not today. YouTube didn't have a 10-year plan to become Google's video arm, did they? In fact, they started as a failed adult dating network. It was called Tune In, Hook Up. I read it, I didn't subscribe to it. But I'm telling you that because that shows that their vision may have been fixed, but the execution was very nimble. It has to be nimble. Shopify, we talked about. You know, Shopify didn't start as we all know it. Shopify started as a snowboard shop that pivoted. Another myth, that data will tell you what to do. Not really, data is too ubiquitous now. Data told Airbnb nobody would rent air mattresses. Data told Netflix not to go into streaming. Data told Tim Hortons that a cold brew would fail. Their team launched anyway, it became their fastest growing product. So the companies, the businesses that change the world don't just follow data. They create data points that didn't exist before. Now, the question arises, we unlearn that how do we do it? For that, let's briefly walk through our motto for the day, how to do it. It always starts with a bold idea. A bold idea can be a disruptive technology or a simple, elegant solution. Think Amazon. Selling books online was a simple, bold idea that started with a sketch on a napkin. And you know countless such stories around you, but there's one common thread among all of them. That is, boldness isn't just about the idea. It's about the courage to act before the chorus of approval arrives. So that, the second part, shifts. Shifts are a part of business. We have been through a number of shifts, AI, demographics, climate, supply chains, cost of capital, whatever. You know what? Blockbuster was a brilliant idea for its time. Netflix saw the shifts and moved from mailing to streaming to original content to gaming to interactive media, rewriting rules 4 times in a row while others defended the last model. And in doing that, they went from mailing 5 million DVDs to captivating 300 million subscribers, showing us that you don't just survive shifts, you serve them. And when you serve them, then you build for what is next. We have all heard the age-old adage, which is only the change is permanent, right? Yes, but you have a choice. You have a choice. You can either be the subject of change or an agent of change. Here is an agent of change. Tesla didn't just build the electric car. They built a charging network, a software cadence, and a supply chain that forced every legacy car manufacturer to shift. That is, so the people who build for what is next don't just anticipate the future, they pull it forward. In 1962, a Canadian pharmacist named Murray Koffler, rings the bell? Murray Koffler bought a failing pharmacy, turned it into Shoppers Drug Mart, and did everything wrong. So he hired marketers instead of pharmacists to run his stores. He put makeup counters next to medicine aisle, and he stayed open nights and weekends. When he was asked why, he said, because sick people don't keep business hours. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a builder who don't just create enterprises. They rewrite what an enterprise means. So each one of you can be a builder. Each one of you in this room has the capacity to inspire people they will never meet. So my dear friends, if you don't go home today with at least one idea that scares you but excites you, there's something is amiss. Because tomorrow is not waiting to be discovered, it's waiting to be built. Who is going to build it? We are going to build it. And that's why I will leave you with this question for today that I'll explore throughout the day. What will you build? Thank you.